Hello, class. Professor Mandeville back. I wanted to take this opportunity to talk to you about one of the most pressing things you need to do in History 102, and that's selecting your paper topic. The selection of that topic is due to me by February 9th, but I'd do it sooner than later. Because for one reason, I don't want to read 15 papers on the Plattsburgh Air Force Base, which is usually a pretty popular topic. I'm not going to approve many on that, and if you're late proposing that topic, I'm going to make you pick a different one. So it's sort of a first come, first serve basis here, so I'd do it sooner than later. Now, your topic has to be about a local subject, and the time frame we're talking about here, and this is specific. We start our class in April of 1865. That's when the Civil War ends. We end our class basically in the present. Even though you won't be writing any papers, I don't want any papers on the pandemic. It's too early to write about anything about that, and so forth. So, but it has to be specific to the North Country for most of you. I'm assuming most of you live in the North Country, so you're going to do a local paper based on that. If you live elsewhere, it's going to be based on where you live. But most of you will be North Country topics. So, remember, it's from April 1865 to date. So don't write me back and say I want to write about the Battle of Plattsburgh. That happened in 1814. Way before our course of study. It's 1865 and beyond. So, potential topics. One I already mentioned that's always popular. The Plattsburgh Air Force Base. Another topic that's become more and more popular, the 1932 and 1980 Winter Olympics that happened in Lake Placid. Very interesting subject. The ice storm in 98. Interesting time in our lives here in the North Country, and now it's historic. You might want to write about the women's suffrage movement. Specifically, here in the North Country, Inez Milholland was a major player in the women's suffrage movement, and she was born and raised in Lewis, New York. So if you wanted to write about it specifically concentrating on her, that'd be perfectly acceptable. But not just the women's movement in general. You have to relate it to the North Country, and that's a great way to do it. You might want to do it on prohibition and bootlegging in the North Country. We were a hotbed for that. Your grandparents or great-grandparents may have told you stories about some of them even being engaged in it back in the day in the 20s. Our close proximity to Canada, where prohibition never took place, made us a hotbed of smuggling booze. Another, the Hotel Champlain. The main building on campus is a historic site where a lot of different things happen. Presidents visited, dignitaries stayed there, famous athletes like Babe Ruth. Maybe you want to write about the Hotel Champlain. Maybe you want to write about our most famous tycoon of the Gilded Age, William H. Minor. I mean, the village of Chazy and the Chazy Central School would be nothing without that man's contributions. That's just scraping the surface. There are many, many more topics that you can write about. So pick your topic as soon as you can. Submit it to me for my approval. I'll either approve it or suggest modifications. And that's what I'm looking for in this topic. I'll talk about the specifics of the paper itself, like length, formatting, and so forth, later when I know you're all getting down to actually writing the paper itself. You're going to spend time in the beginning doing your research to find your 10 sources and 2 primary documents and so forth. So, if you have any other questions about it, feel free to email me, like any other assignment and course. During the course of the semester. Everybody take care, be safe, wear your mask, get your vaccine as soon as you can. I know I'm going to. And I'll be talking to you soon. Take care now. Bye.